They had millions of fans, platinum records, and sold-out shows. But right now, they're not in the studio. They're behind bars. These are the rappers currently sitting in prison, and the stories behind why they're locked up in prison. YNW Melly. YNW Melly has been in jail since February of 2019, when he was arrested for the 2018 murders of his friends Christopher, YNW Juvie, Thomas and Anthony, YNW Sackchaser, Williams. His first trial ended in a hung jury in 2023. Prosecutors are preparing for a retrial, with the state seeking the death penalty if he is found guilty. That retrial is now scheduled to begin in January of 2027. That's nearly a decade in jail, and he still hasn't been convicted. Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez was sentenced to 10 years in prison in August of 2023 for shooting Megan Thee Stallion in a highly publicized case in 2020. He fought the conviction at every level, but his final legal remedy was exhausted when California's Supreme Court declined to hear his appeal.
Motherfuckers is getting denied every time they try to set a motion for a new trial, so they trying to pull shit out the air like, okay, let's do this now. I'm not about to keep going with y'all. Y'all defending somebody who didn't even take the stand and defend themselves. Y'all going back and forth about facts. Y'all could go read real shit. Like, y'all literally believe anything if it's bold and in all caps. Like, go read something that's going to take you a minute to sit down and have a good read. Like, go read something that's going to make you have to do some critical thinking. Not a thing that is curated by bots and blogs that hate me. Like, y'all need to sit down and have a good read. Like, imagine somebody saying that they did not commit a crime and not defending themselves to the T. Imagine y'all saying somebody is following the street code, not snitching. Are you snitching or are you not snitching? Because y'all trying to pretend like Kelsey shot me. Kelsey didn't motherfucking shoot me. And I really wonder why her main problem with me was, you won't tell people I didn't shoot you. I was like, Kelsey, I don't want to talk about this on social media at all. But now you won't even get online and defend yourself. So that really just proves my points. Either you took some money or your life is in danger. Like, why won't you get online and say, bitch, because this is what y'all care about. Y'all care about online because the case already won in court. But y'all care about online. Why would y'all motherfuckers not get up there and say, if you say you didn't shoot me, why won't you get on the stand and say I didn't shoot this bitch? You say it online every day. You figure out how to get your niggas to say you didn't do it. You figure out how to get the blogs to say you didn't do it. But the one motherfucker it would have mattered from was you. You should have said, I didn't do it. Kelsey did it. If she did it, why wouldn't you just say she did it? Kelsey, if you did not do it, why won't you just say, I did not do it? I know who shot me. I said who shot me, and that's why the fuck you in jail. Y'all motherfuckers are dragging it online like it's some new evidence. There's no new evidence. Motherfucker.
He's not getting out until 2029. Lil Durk. One of the biggest names in drill music, and he's currently sitting in federal custody. Lil Durk was arrested in October of 2024 in connection to a murder for hire related to the shooting death of Quando Rondo's cousin in Los Angeles in 2022. Authorities say the Chicago rapper put a bounty on Quando Rondo after the death of King Von and funded 5 men traveling to California to carry out the hit. He is awaiting trial. If convicted, he could be looking at life.
I heard he dissed me and now he's dead. Listen, bruh, I don't know what happened, man. But hold up, bruh. And if you know anything about it, nigga, Lil Durk sat up here and said, I don't hear them saying Slafovine no more. I wonder why. He was alluding to Lil Pop getting killed in LA. If you know anything about the situation, you know that Lil Durk ain't have shit to do with it. What happened? Listen, apparently Lil Pop was out here borrowing bricks and not paying for it. What? Right? Allegedly. Lil Durk whole ass ain't have shit to do with it. Right? But somehow, Lil Durk is on this platform trying to insinuate he killed Lil Pop to come off as gangster. And that's what I don't respect with these whole ass rappers act.
Maybe he slid in like the
Lil Durk ain't have shit to do with Lil Pop. Again, I'm not, listen, bro. Again, my nigga, if the wolves is watching this, nigga, I'm not snitching. I'm not telling act nothing off camera or on camera about who killed Lil Pop. I'm just saying, nigga, we know why Lil Pop was killed. And Lil Durk whole ass.
They threw up an OTF sign at the end.
Hey, listen.
Young Thug. Young Thug, real name Jeffrey Lamar Williams, was arrested in May of 2022 as part of a sweeping RICO indictment by Fulton County, Georgia authorities. The case alleges conspiracy to violate the Georgia Street Gang Terrorism and Prevention Act, among other charges. As of early 2026, jury selection is still ongoing with no trial date yet set. He's been locked up for over 3 years.
I take full responsibility for, my crimes or my charges. I want to say sorry to my family, my mom. My mom got 11 kids. I can't say all their names, you know. My managers, my kids that's not here. Really everybody that got something to do with this situation, I want to say sorry for just like, you know, having so much time investing into this, you know, and I am a smart guy, I am a good guy, and I really got a good heart, you know. I find myself in a lot of stuff because I was just nice or cool, you know, and I understand that you can't be that way when you reach a certain height.
Diddy. Sean Diddy Combs was sentenced to 4 years and 2 months in prison for prostitution-related offences. His lawyers argue he received the harshest sentence ever handed down for someone convicted of the same charges with a comparable criminal history. One of the prosecutors in the case insisted the sentence was actually below federal sentencing guidelines. Either way, the most powerful man in hip-hop is now in a prison cell.
I was up. I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that.
RICO. When he was just 16 years old, RICO took part in a home invasion in which a 21-year-old man was shot and killed. While on home arrest in 2017, he cut off his ankle bracelet and ran. He posted a photo of himself posing next to his own wanted poster. U.S. Marshals caught him 3 months later. In 2019, he was sentenced to 55 years in prison, and he faces additional murder charges from crimes allegedly committed while he was on the run. He won't see freedom until the year 2160.
Tamar McIntyre did not cause the death of Anthony Saldivar under the immediate influence of sudden passion arising from adequate cause. It states that punishment to be assessed at 80 years in the prison, and there is no fine. Does anyone wish to have the jury polled?
Arab converted his record label, Original Block Hustlers, into a drug distribution operation. He even referenced federal agents raiding one of his stash houses and allegedly ordering a hit on arrival in his own lyrics. In 2021, he was sentenced to 45 years in federal prison.
I don't make no money off rap. I extort people. You know what I mean? That's what I was doing. I was extorting motherfuckers. I'm just a rapper. There's 10, 15, 20 guys that I call when there's trouble. The rest of these motherfuckers, they can't even be around people. They savages, man. You see, there's about 20 savages out there. I'll run all of them. They listen to what the fuck I say. They killed me. Some of them shot motherfuckers yesterday.
K-Flock. K-Flock, real name Kevin Perez, was arrested on December 23, 2021, after allegedly shooting Oscar Hernandez outside a Harlem barbershop. He was also federally indicted on racketeering charges tied to the Sevside/DOA gang. He took it all the way to trial. In March of 2025, he was convicted of attempted murder and racketeering. In December of 2025, a judge sentenced him to 30 years in prison. The judge said he created a culture of violence, and his own music was used as evidence against him. Blueface. Blueface was initially sent to prison for 7 months in January of 2024 for violating his probation from a 2021 assault case. But while he was still locked up, he was hit with an additional 4 years for breaking his probation in a separate 2022 shooting. One bad decision turned into years behind bars.
So everybody has this misconception that it was because of the Vegas Krishan thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell y'all some shit that's gonna blow y'all mind. So I was going to violation hearings for the shooting in Vegas, right? But Vegas wasn't provided the work fast enough. So the judge is being like, okay, we keep having these hearings and you guys don't have any new paperwork for me to violate this person.
Mm-hmm.
So cool. They just were asking me to do community service. Jaden has a show in Utah. I didn't tell my PO I was gonna go because I knew he wasn't gonna let me go, right? Because he's already giving me a hard time just because of whatever.
Casanova. Casanova was one of 17 members of the untouchable Guerrilla Stone Nation gang who were indicted under the RICO Act. He was sentenced to 15.6 years in federal prison. At the time of his arrest, he was a rising star in New York drill. Now he's serving over a decade in a federal facility.
Because my mom had money, and every time she couldn't really believe this was her son doing this. My son wouldn't do that. For what? I do everything for him. Like, we had an 8-bedroom house in Flatbush. Like, as soon as you turn, we had like, it was a little suburb park. As soon as you turn, that's where 21st and Church was. But my dead-end block was like one of the biggest houses in Flatbush. So every time I used to just be like, Ma, they lying, they set me up. They just blaming it on me because of him. You know, he do that, I don't do that. So she used to bail me out. And it got to the point where I got bailed out for that. I robbed the next one.
Oh, you kept going?
Yeah.
C Murder. C Murder, the younger brother of Master P, has been locked up since 2009. He was convicted of second-degree murder for the killing of a 16-year-old at a Louisiana nightclub in 2002. Despite multiple appeals and years of celebrity support calling for his release, he remains behind bars serving a life sentence.
You gonna stand on that for? C Murder going crazy, he wouldn't tell on a nigga shot that little boy. He in the prison going crazy, realizing that the Supreme Court say he will never get out of jail. He in there going crazy right now. No out to misery and suffering.
Max B. Max B, the Harlem rapper who helped pioneer the wavy sound that influenced a whole generation, was convicted in 2009 on robbery, assault, and conspiracy to commit murder charges tied to a 2006 home invasion. He was originally sentenced to 75 years and later reduced to 67 years. He is still inside. The bigger picture. Look at this list, from Bronx drill to Chicago trap, from New Orleans legends to rising stars with only a handful of songs out. The pattern keeps repeating. Fame comes fast, bad decisions come faster, and for some of these men, the courtroom came last. Hip-hop has always told the story of the streets, but sometimes the streets write the ending. If this video opened your eyes, drop a comment with the name that shocked you the most, and make sure you're subscribed, because we're just getting started.